Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. I'm Nick. Today, well, I had a whole different video set to go out today, and then the price list came out for Record Store Day, and I couldn't believe some of the prices that they're charging for these records. There's a bunch of links down below. Make sure you go check them out. There's links for the Vinyl Den Facebook group, for the merch page, for the Spotify and Apple Music weekly playlists we put together, and also the Patreon page. Make sure you go check all that out. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new episodes. So we've seen these huge price increases on vinyl records over the last, couple of years at least. So really, when it comes to Record Store Day, I really wasn't that surprised to see this price list. But when I look back at what the price list was for Record Store Day last year, where there was still a majority of titles under $30, and then I saw the price list this year, and I would say a majority of records are now $35 and up. I was just kind of surprised at how much of a difference there was between this year and last year. So I'm sure a lot of you out there are probably like me. When I go out for Record Store Day, I have a set dollar amount that I'm going to spend, and I don't go over that. So when I'm seeing a lot of records, priced $40 to $50, it really kind of cuts back on the number of titles I'm going to pick up. If you watch my first impressions video from Thursday, I went over 13 titles that I was interested in picking up. And now looking at these prices, man, I was kind of hoping to trim that down to maybe 6 to 8 titles. Now it's probably going to be 4 or 5 looking at these prices. I will say that not everything is outrageously priced for Record Store Day. There is some good deals out there. I don't know if it was a typo or not, but I saw the Van Halen right here, right now. Look, it right now is listed at $20 online. So hopefully that price kind of stays the same, because I think it'd be a great deal on that album that I know a lot of people have been looking forward to. First time it's ever been pressed on vinyl. I was surprised that it was listed at $20 though. So kind of going over some of this other stuff. You got the 1975, who is the RSD ambassador here in the U.S. live at the BBC. That's going to run you $40. Belinda Carlisle remixed. It's going to run you $43. Bill Evans, of course, jazz albums tend to be more pricier, especially the Bill Evans stuff over the last couple of years has been kind of pricey. But Bill Evans' Treasure is going to run you $65. Charlie Parker, Afro Cuban Bop is going to run you $50. Chet Baker, Blue Room is going to run you $50. Donna Summer, she's releasing A Hot Summer Night. It's the 40th anniversary release of that. That's going to run you $45. Elton John, Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player is going to run you $40. That's an album that I was looking forward to, but for $40, I could probably pick up a used copy for, a quarter of that price. Maybe 10 or $15. I'd probably grab a older pressing for it. Eric Dolphy, Musical Prophet, it's going to run you $65. Jesus Jones, live in Chicago, 1990. If this was, 25 years ago, they could probably sell it for what they're asking for. But they're asking $43 for that live album. So Jesus Jones, in 2023, are they that big of a band still to kind of charge that price for it? I don't know. I know a lot of people have been talking over the last, several days about this Macho Man Randy Savage Be a Man release. That's going to run you $35. The Madonna American Life mix, granted it's a 4 LP set, but it's going to run you $100 for Record Store Day. Motorhead, The Lost Tapes Volume 4, I think with the last couple of ones that they've done for Record Store Day I want to say they were like in the low 30s, 32, 33, maybe $35. Volume 4 is going to run you $43. The Ocean's 12 soundtrack is going to run you $52. Now granted, soundtracks tend to be a lot like jazz releases, and they're typically more money. I guess there's probably more licensing that goes into it. The Old Dirty Bastard Return to the 36 is going to run you $40, even though that is a really good album. For $40, I can pick up the CD for a quarter of that. The Orville Peck Bronco, $43. An album that I was really looking forward to, that I really love this band, but I'll probably have to pass on it because of this price. The Our Lady Peace Collected 1994 to 2022. It's a collection, 2 LP set of their greatest hits from across their career. It's going to run you $48, which like I said in the beginning, I try to stay under a budget. My budget is typically about $200 for Record Store Day. So for $50, I'm going to have to pass on that. But one I'm going to have to grab, even though it is a little more pricier than I wished it was, the Pearl Jam Giveaway. It's going to run you $46. It's one I definitely have to have for that. I'm a huge Pearl Jam fan. One that I was really surprised and absolutely shocked at how much is going to run you for Record Store Day, because I can't believe there's that big of a market for this. But the Peppa Pig Peppa's Clubhouse is going to run $40 for Record Store Day. The Ringo Starr Stop and Smell the Roses is going to be $40, and this list just goes on and on and on. Like I said last year, I would say a lot of those titles you can get for under $30. I would say at least half of the list I saw this year is $35 and up. So it's a huge price increase from what you're seeing from last year. So when Record Store Day started back in 2008, it was a way to celebrate independent record stores. And now it's kind of morphed into this big money-making venture for labels and bands. And I think it's really unfortunate because it hurts vinyl collectors, it hurts music fans, it hurts the independent record stores, because they're going to buy up all this stock and have to sit on it because people just aren't going to pay these prices. So it's really unfortunate to see this list come out. Like I said, I expected there to be some price increases, but to see this amount for this many titles and stuff that, like I said, I don't see as, and I might be wrong, but I don't see a lot of these as big movers for Record Store Day. I didn't have it on my list here, but the Taylor Swift Folklore is going to run you $40, which is kind of in line with a lot of this other stuff. But that album is going to be such a big mover, they could have charged $50 for it. It's probably going to sell just as many titles that it would at 40. So, that's why I kind of left it off that list. But, that's going to be a big mover. Some of this other stuff, is Old Dirty Bastard really going to be that big of a mover? Orville Peck, Peppa Pig, things like that. It's hard for me to see that kind of price for those albums. Maybe I've just turned into the old guy shaking my fist at the clouds out there, but I don't know. I see this as a really bad move for labels and, like I said, for record stores, because that's what this day is supposed to celebrate, and things like this, these price increases are going to hurt the record stores. And just scanning down through my list here, there is some good deals for Record Store Day. I don't want this to be all, black clouds and rain. The Joan Jett Up Your Alley, it's going to run you $27. I don't think it's a bad price. Kitty, who's had some great releases over the last couple of Record Store Days, Until the End is going to run you $32. Miles Davis Turnaround is going to run you $26. Nina 99 Left Balloons is going to run you $26. The Ramones Pleasant Dreams is going to run you $25. So there's still a lot of stuff out there that I think you can get for a good price for Record Store Day. It's just, unfortunately, we're seeing all these other prices that are making it, like I said, it makes people not want to go out and buy records for Record Store Day. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. I don't know. The prices seem absolutely crazy to me. Like I said, I think this is just going to hurt record stores. It's going to hurt music fans. But drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys are seeing out there pricing-wise for Record Store Day. But if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And that's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.